Hey everyone, Pastor Sam here, and I'd like to offer you this prophetic edge today. For centuries, divining or water witching was believed to be a legitimate method of locating underground water. The diviner, as he was called, would take two rods similar to these right here, and as they passed over a water source, the wires would cross like this to indicate the location of the source. Now, it's fairly accepted today that dowsing or doodle bugging, as it's also been called, is no more successful actually than if someone relied on mere chance to successfully locate underground water. Regardless, people are still known to hire a dowser, that's what they're called, to help locate the necessary and precious resource of water, especially in times of a drought. You don't have to look too far or too hard these days to notice a spiritual drought, I feel like, in our culture. It would appear that the moral compass of Christ has long been packed away, and instead we have turned our trust and attention to the religious witching wands of this world. Amos says in chapter 8, the time is surely coming, says the sovereign Lord, when I will send a famine on the land, not a famine of bread or water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. People will stagger from sea to sea and wander from border to border, searching for the word of the Lord, but they will not find it. You see, when we put our hope in our own power and in the promise of false prophets and swindlers, it's really a lot like good old-fashioned water witching. We end up just wandering around with our rods in our hands until we die of thirst. Now, I don't know about you, but that's not the life I want to live. I want life and life abundant. I want to drink from the living waters. I want to tap into the wellspring of eternity. And in order for us to find that peace that passes understanding, that flows from the throne of God, we must first recognize that when we believe in gimmicks instead of grace, when we rely on our masters of divinity more than the master of the divine, when we put our faith into our own hands instead of the nail-pierced hands of Jesus, then we've missed the mark. It's time for us to put down our sticks and pick up our crosses. Start actually walking the way. Start actually believing the truths. Start actually living the life that God has revealed in Christ. Heaven is not some distant dream to be achieved. Heaven is the here and now to be experienced. But as long as we continue to lean on our own understanding, we will be unproductive in our search for glory. We must lean on the everlasting arms of Christ and trust in the ever-loving will of God. Have a great day. Shalom.